So the World Cup draw has taken place in Washington and we now know who the home nations will play. England have drawn Croatia, Ghana and Panama, while Scotland will play Brazil, Morocco and Haiti. And I'm delighted to say joining me now is former England goalkeeper David Seaman. David, great to see you. So first game against Croatia.
Yeah, that'll be the toughest one in the group. I think when you look at the group overall, that you've got to be happy. But obviously, everybody's minds will go back to Croatia beating us in the semi-final. So yeah, you've got to be happy with that draw and the fact that I think I'm right in thinking that because we were in Group L, we then start the tournament almost last. So we will get extra rest, and that's something that we've always been talking about. But overall, a good draw.
Yeah, and Panama and Ghana.
Yeah, there's not a lot of history there, but you can't underestimate these countries because you don't want to get surprised by them, and knowing Thomas Tuchel and everyone at the FA, they won't leave a stone unturned, whether it is AI or anything that will help us win that World Cup, we'll take it on board.
Yeah, I mean, is 2026 going to be the year, do you think? How you? I mean, you're going to get asked this so many times in the next few weeks and months. But I mean, the side are looking good. What are your thoughts on Thomas Tuchel?
Yeah, I like what I've seen with Thomas. He's been brilliant. He's dealt with a lot of difficult situations in dealing with players. He's dealt with them really well. When I look at the team is really good. When you consider the ones that you would go normally with as first choice, but then the squad is just as good as well. So everything's looking good. It's another World Cup. It's another one where we're going into it, and the expectation is to win. And that just shows you how far England have come. And that's not through Thomas Tuchel. That's through Gareth Southgate. All the work that he put in, has got us to this position now where we are going into World Cups and we are favourites.
Yeah, it's remarkable that, isn't it? And what do you make of this new seeding system? Is it a good thing?
I don't know, if I'm honest. My head's still spinning from the draw because I didn't know what was going on. It was the longest draw ever and the most complicated.
It was really drawn out, wasn't it?
I've got to give Rio Ferdinand credit where it's due because he dealt with it really well. But I think we don't really know where we're going to be playing yet. I think that gets decided tomorrow. From what I understand, it could be in Canada. So the climate might not be too difficult in the qualifying group. But, I don't know where it will be, obviously, once we get to the knockout stages.
Yeah, I think it's Dallas or Toronto on June the 17th. But yes, we're still waiting to hear tomorrow. Those details will be finalised tomorrow. We should also talk about Scotland. Brazil, you've got a bit of history with them.
Well, thanks for reminding me of that one. I was really enjoying this interview. Scotland, Brazil. But when I remember Scotland playing Brazil way back, and I'm sure the Tartan Army will be out in strength, and they'll be looking forward to that game especially. But that's a group that Scotland should look to be getting out of, and then nobody knows what happens in the playoffs. Because it's when it gets to knockout stages, it's whoever's better on the day, and it's a game that I'm looking forward to seeing, Brazil and Scotland.
Yeah, let's hope that there are no tears. What about sort of Panama and Haiti?
Yeah, same again. I don't really know much about them. Scotland will be looking at teams like that and thinking, get the points and then hopefully qualify through the group. So I think they'd be quite happy. Obviously, the glamour tie is Brazil, and that's a game that everybody always wanted to play, whether you've got good memories or bad memories. But Scotland will certainly be looking forward to that one.
Yeah, Morocco and Haiti, I should say. What do you make of football's biggest tournament being played in the US and Canada, countries where we know soccer is growing in popularity, but it's never at the top of most sports fans' minds, is it?
No, but it's the biggest sporting event in the world. There's no doubt about that, and the fact that it is in America and Canada, and, it's bringing football, as it's always known as, not soccer, to these countries, and they'll make it the best ever. I'm sure they will. I heard Donald Trump speaking that he's going to make it the best ever. So it's just something that I look forward to so much. I've been privileged. I've been involved in 3, and played in 2, but it's a fantastic tournament, and let's hope it's just getting bigger and better every year.
Yeah, and just talk to me a little bit about that. What are your greatest memories from your time in a World Cup?
My favourite one was actually my first ever World Cup game, which was '98. We played in France, and it was against Tunisia. And this is just after Euro '96, and I did okay in Euro '96. But walking out onto the pitch, playing for my country in a World Cup, it just gave me total body goosebumps because I'm from Rotherham and I didn't grow up with a lot. My mum and dad were hard workers and they looked after us. But to get from where I came from, and also at 19 being told I weren't good enough as a Leeds United player, to then be playing in a World Cup in France for my country, honestly, it's the best feeling ever. Dreams do come true.
And for today's youngsters who will be heading out there, what would your advice be to them?
Oh, just enjoy yourself. Go out there and you mean as in young players, it's go and express yourself because you never know. You might only get one chance of playing in a World Cup. Hopefully they don't. Especially the England players. But it's a fantastic tournament to play. It's an iconic tournament to play, and give it your best shot.
And for the fans, I mean, it's a long way to go. It's an expensive place to spend time, but we need them to go and give their support.
Oh, they will. We do need them, and I'm sure that they'll be out there in numbers as well. It'll be. I think it might be a competition to see who gets the most fans going out there, whether it be England or Scotland. But just go out there and have a party and enjoy it because it's a fantastic event.
Yeah, and just before we go, very quickly, predictions.
Hopefully England can win it. It's just I want to be around when England win a major tournament because that's going to be one hell of a party, and I want to be involved in it.
Yeah, I think we all do. It's been an absolute pleasure getting your thoughts on what was a very long, drawn-out event, but great to have you on as always, David Seaman. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jonathan.